Hello, lovelies. Alrighty, welcome to Weird and Woo Woo on this fine Monday morning. We're going to do a week ahead tarot reading. Check and see what might be coming up. Feels good. Alrighty. Want to send out my love to all those affected in the United States by the hurricane and tropical storms. We have people who are stranded and have no way out of their locations. So many people have lost lives. They've lost electricity. They're running out of food, water, clean water, you know, all that kind of stuff. So sending love and support to those who are having to endure this, and those who will be helping and assisting to get them out of these situations and circumstances. My love goes to those who have lost any family members. We knew that there was going to be a lot of potentiality with this, but along with it came a lot of infrastructure damages, and so a lot of dams broke, and people endured more than what was anticipated. There's a lot more devastation. So just sending my love to everyone, and hoping that our government and the National Guards get their shit together and get out there quickly to them. Also, okay, so we're gonna do the week ahead. Let me just remind everybody, you are the sovereign being over your life, meaning that you get to determine or use your discernment, right? If, when, how, where, why any of this might apply. So say it with me. We don't Cinderella this to make it fit. Okay? Alrighty. Oh, I do apologize. It is full swing fall. Like, you know, between the torrential downpours we've been having, and the leaves falling, and the changes in the temperature doing all kinds of wacky things. The illustrious time of year has come where for at least a week, maybe two, I have sinus issues and whatnot. And so if I sniffle, I'm sorry. If I sneeze a lot, I'll try really hard not to do it in your ear. Please forgive me. Let's dive in. Well, well, well. I am... Oh, I know I should never just right away, because you never know what's going to come next. But like, I mean, on the preliminary, I want to claim this. We got the 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. That's money, money, money. And stability and security coming in real fast. That's real fast. I always say the 8 of Wands is the fastest tarot card in the deck. Major Arcana talks about overall energies, not necessarily the details like time. It can tell you whether something can feel fast, like the Chariot, but you know, that's because things suddenly change or could become into alignment after having not been in alignment. And so, 8 of Wands is generally in a lot of decks, maybe not some of the newer ones, but the only card in all of tarot that doesn't have a person usually. And so that's because all of the 8 wands are being directed by spirit. We know how fast spirit can move. We know how slow they can move too, okay? Okay? But as slow as they can move swift. They can do things that we can't. Correct? Correct. So, that's some fast energy. And I'm loving that with the 10 of Pentacles. There's some staying power. Okay, so we've got Five of Swords. This is why I'm like always like, I don't want to claim something too quick. I'm like, I don't know what you're going to be pulling next. Okay, I dropped that when I was shuffling. There we go. Two of Cups. I am... Okay, we're going to talk we're going to clarify that Five of Swords. What is that thing called? Is it a candelabra? Candelabra, you know, like the thing that has like 5 candles, like a candelabra holds several candles. Is that what it's called? I hope I'm not looking stupid. That's what this is. They're showing me this like as a candelabra. I don't know why. But like, you know, somebody who like carries that little thing and it's got like 5 different candles and they're walking through the scary, spooky mansion, like on Scooby-Doo. Okay. Five of Swords. Okay. Five of Swords, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups. Okay, so I go from feeling defeated and to like, I get a major sacral energy with the Ace of Wands, like life force comes back on, like the switch gets turned back on. Page of Swords and the Hanged Man. Okay, so because the Page of Swords can be about information, gathering information, organizing information, planning, and then we've got the Hanged Man, which is getting a different perspective. It kind of gives the energy of like maybe there's some changes that are going to be happening this week. Revisions to plans possibly. Or maybe a revival. Because when I was trying to pull these out, when I was shuffling, I heard, oh, you're back. Oh, so you're back again? Kind of thing, like something's returning. Something returns. But it's giving me the energy right now that this is going to be something, like maybe some plans that were tabled or something to that effect. Or something that is, now we got the Two of Cups. It could just be love is returning back to your life. Especially since we got some like, ooh, like I feel like somebody's light comes back on. And sacral is very much so life force energy. That which fuels us and kind of like turns us on to life itself. And allows us to feel alive. So somebody's going to feel alive. Yeah. I am so curious as to why, in the midst of all of this, the Five of Swords comes out. Is this something where it's like you kind of felt like, again, it was put on a shelf and it was tabled for some time and it's kind of like coming back, it's returning. All right. Someone, yeah, okay. Someone's back into their heart space for sure. They're saying someone's in their natural state. There's a return to your natural state. Something about this Ten of Pentacles coming in exceptionally fast takes you out of this sense of defeat and puts you back into loving life, feeling alive, feeling like plans are a go again, seeing life differently, the potentiality differently, feeling more like yourself. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Now, normally the Ace of Cups alone would just be like joy and immense emotion and you know, like your cup overflowing. But with this Five of Swords, and I'm kind of like, where was defeat? Like, you felt like, first off, they're showing me how this cup just springs forth with all this water. It's kind of like, I think your cup was empty. I think it wasn't being replenished. It sounds like your heart got closed off. There's just this energy of a lack of joy, a total, utter lack of joy. Maybe just kind of like being. Six of Wands and the Fool card. This is, it's like you've made it. Finally something, like this new start is going to be very successful for you. Why did you show me a candelabra? Why do I feel like I need to, there's something there, guys. I'll whip out my trusty Google. Just, you know, hang on there. I'm going to figure this shit out. Yeah, see, like candelabras, like, you know, like a candelabra. Like that, but only like with 5. Like, see how that's got several, or that's got several? Can y'all see? Can you see? Okay, so yes, I had that right. Symbolism. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. Oh, here we go, guys. Candelabras have also been used in various ceremonies and rites, often symbolizing enlightenment and the transformation of darkness to light. Which is exactly what it is a second. Okay. So, Spirit, like the thing we don't want to do is, if this is the week ahead, it's kind of like, you can't sit there and do that and then it not happen this week. So you're gonna have to explain yourself a little bit further. What is it that let's explore more now the Ten of Pentacles. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Some kind of victory. What's the recognition? What's the good news? It talks about there's a carefully weigh your decisions. Funny that I lay that over the Two of Cups. And things are looking up, and it's the end of a difficult situation. But good news, you'll have a decision to make. It's going to be the end of a difficult situation. What is the Ten of Pentacles? Empress, giving birth to your dreams and having some type of abundance coming in. Two of Cups again. And the fact that these are all... oops, sorry. The fact that that rings right when I'm talking about Two of Cups, Lovers, Two of Cups. Okay, Spirit, I'm saying Two of Cups can be forgiveness, positive resolution to a conflict. And the ability to finally move on. At its most basic, I want to say you shut yourself off to love. And I feel as if there wasn't even a love of life for a period of time. And this could definitely mean love coming back into your life, but a love of life. Is this, hold on, let's pull a different deck. Is this, or is it, because the Ten of Pentacles can be about, you know, it's about family, but usually there's steps before family, right? I don't see, we do have the return to slight plans. Like, I feel like, remember I was telling you in one of those past readings about 2-3 weeks ago, where it was like, there's a timeline and it kind of like veered off. And so, look, you know, you thought, well, whatever was going to happen on this one isn't, but somehow this timeline also, like, you veer off, you merge with another one, but then you kind of like come back. So like it branches, and you make your way back to an original plan. Oh, yeah, that is. It's funny. I think that your plans change because things revert back to an older version of a plan that you gave up on. But it's funny because when you gave up on that, you gave up on, well, it feels like life itself closed off to good shit happening. There was a lot of defeat, a sense of defeat, and other things happened in your life that I think the fight in you was gone. So whenever your timeline branched off and you kind of, I call it a detour or whatever, but at that time it sure as hell didn't feel like a detour. It looked like this was a complete dead end. But you're going to be ending up right back where you had originally wanted to be. So something's making a resurgence back in your life. And it's like Ten of Pentacles is the sense of permanence, longevity, right? But they also are giving me Lord of Wealth. Like they really were like, ooh. So it's that could be family. And I'm thinking, well, if this is the return of a person, then I mean, this could be somebody that you started a family with, and there's a reunification with this individual. That is definitely a possibility. If you've been separated from somebody, but if we were talking about like just somebody that you hadn't been married to, like just like a return of a past lover type of situation, I would think they would choose something different. Something like a Three of Pentacles to build, somebody that you come together with, or maybe a Four of Pentacles, or not Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands, where it's kind of like creating that foundation together, like, but they're talking about Ten of Pentacles, and I'm getting money off of that. So I'm that's what leaves me to go, I can't just say love is coming back. But then again, I can, because I can say love in general. Something that is meant for you is coming back. That's definitely what the Two of Cups can mean. And the Lovers is the choice. Like, it's a choice being restored. A chance, they said. Oh, that gets exciting. A chance being restored. Again, it could be a person. But here's the thing. What was on that original timeline? Because the defeat feels like everything was shut off. Love of life, life force. You didn't feel like you were yourself. It feels like a lot got taken from you. There was no joy. So something about that branching off from the original trajectory or path that you were on really made you dislike a lot of things. Like that would be like career, your environment, dissatisfied with love, like dating, like it feels all encompassing. So if you're coming back to this original plan, okay, then that could mean a multitude of things. Like you're coming back alive. Life itself is loving you again, and you're loving it. And so therefore there's this like sense of whatever you had to walk away from, maybe that timeline you had to walk away from a lot of things. Whatever that original path was. And that could have taken love, career, home, all kinds of things away from you. When you had to do that when you had to split for whatever reason. And now if you're getting to get back on there, then all those things kind of come back online. If there was a passion you left behind and put up on a shelf, that's coming back. If there was so think back to a trajectory that you were on, and when you veered from it, and I feel as if you didn't have a choice. This isn't like I feel like something happened to push you off that. And it's like things got dark. So you probably went through like a dark night of the soul. And you're getting back on this timeline of all those things that you lost. And the fact that these came out first, the Ten of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands, is telling me it very well could start with money, getting right. But you know, Ten of Pentacles represents having it all. That's the order of the way things, like when you walk through things, the Pentacles, the cups, the swords, and the wands all build to create the reality external to ourselves, right? So you don't get to the Ten of Pentacles if you don't already have or have moved beyond, like, you know, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. So there's that moving beyond that, right? That's like you've moved through the other suits, and so you're at the Ten of Pentacles now. That's why it's considered, like, you see multiple generations usually on that card, and it represents, and it does represent more than just the material world. It represents emotional, material happiness, that which you can share with others, creating the existence and life that you dreamed of and wanted, and enjoying that and having it for long term. And so this does encompass a lot, but I am feeling, and like originally did and still feel, money, or like a financial like security, stability, that type of thing. So we still need to let's start here with the good news. What is the good news specifically? Because it also, like, there's this public recognition, or there's this something that happens that's very public. Let's put it that way. It's not something with just internally or behind closed doors. It's a very self-evident event. Where are we going to go with this one? Yeah, new era elements. Tell me about the Six of Wands, please. We know that. There's been a drought. Emperor. Oh. Okay. Torment. If this is a person, somebody is definitely recognizing something. I heard acknowledgement. Because the Five of Cups with the Emperor feels like the Emperor's making some Emperor is definitely coming in with some kind of offer with the Knight of Pentacles. There's some action that's being taken. If we're referencing somebody, and I don't do third-party bullshit, let me just tell you on this channel, I don't fucking do it. If there is a person, there's an acknowledgement, a recognition in regards to, and a choice being made to end a difficult situation. That would be the Five of Cups with the Emperor. Quickly moving from like feeling conflicted about something to doing something about it, about their happiness, changing how they're seeing things, changing to go, like, it gives me the Five of Swords feels like I'm stuck. I don't see a way out. I don't know how to action something to doing the thing, right? The Knight of Pentacles is all about integrity. Somebody's been very unhappy with something, and they are swiftly course correcting. They're making the choice. Eight of Wands can also be about communication, right? And this is someone wanting to make something right, wanting to get back into alignment with themselves and to be integral. So they have been engaging in dealing with or not acting on their emotions as they should, or what they know is right and true for them. And they are choosing to change their position, change the way that they approach something, change how they're handling something, and go for. So there's something in regards to an Emperor changing and getting and being more integral with what it is that they want. So they may have been, and here's the thing, third party can be anything, right? So this could be like this idea or notion, like letting people fill them full of blah, 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 blah in their head, right? And so paying attention to that and giving weight to that and more credence to that rather than what they want. It could be putting more emphasis on work or a particular career path. It could be something that took precedent, right? So for some, it really can be, it is about course correcting and someone acknowledging and making a very public gesture or statement, or no longer keeping to themselves. Right? Wanting something more meaningful. If this is not a person, if we're not talking about a person coming back, what is the good news then? This is like an offer of between the, I got it with the Ace of Wands, like a project or like some kind of like tangible offer, like being chosen for something that allows you to get out of an oppressive, like a bad situation. Like this would be like project, work, that type of thing. Because you got passion with the Ace of Pentacles. And you got the Page of Wands. That's like an offer invitation. Okay. So something ensues this week that basically helps to course correct and put you back on the old timeline. Where you can access, and Eight of Wands keeps wanting to come out. What kind of communication is... please stop. Let me ask the question first. What type of communication is going to be coming in this week? Is there communication? I mean, it does say truce, but they're also saying like a truce. I feel like, okay. This is really, there really is, it is a, if it's a person, it is like, it's a message of, I don't want this to be this way anymore between us. If it's not, it's what you've been waiting for. Because with the Hermit, I guess I keep hearing, go your own way. And I feel like if it's a return to something that you've had passion and joy about, that you felt like was a path that was for you, a purpose that was yours, and you felt like you had to veer from it, this is kind of like the reconciling, like getting your wish again. I think that somebody has felt either way, it brings everything in. Whatever happens this week, it brings back all the things that you felt in alignment with before that you have now felt disconnected from, and it brings it back together. So it's more than one thing, but it most certainly is going to be initiated. Whatever gets you back to that, when you merge back, is going to bring it all in. So whether this is a job first, and then it's like in the area that you love, and it's like things finally get back on track on the path that you were going down to begin with, or it's a person. I feel like you were so very much so upset because you felt like your intuition had kind of like fucked you over. That's the best type of, because you were really bought into and felt connected with whatever that path was, that timeline, and that which you were heading towards, and that which was in your life. Like, you felt so in alignment. And when that separation, it's like it brings peace now. Everything gets to come in. Your ships will come in. So to not pigeonhole this too much, tell us just about how the week is going to go. We're going to put some of this up then, and let's see what we can expect with the week as it and we're just really looking at more the first 5 days. Obviously, it'll meld into the weekend. That goes over here. Let's just kind of like find out how this week is going to go. And we're going to leave that there. And let's just talk about, let's do like Monday, Tuesday. And then we'll do midweek, Wednesday. And then we'll do Thursday, Friday kind of thing. That sounds really great. This is what I do with my, some of my other readings, like my year. Like they give me chunks of time. And I'm like, okay. So let's talk about today and tomorrow for this week really quick. Yeah, we're gonna Golden Universal. Sorry guys, I don't mean to be all up in your, How about Monday, Tuesday? Let's break it down by that. Well, things are still not certain and not in your purview. You may still be a little bit contemplative or concerned about something. Or, let's find out a little bit more. I mean, there may be something like something with this being a potential, like merging back to a timeline that you were shoved off of, and felt defeated from and lost everything from, to kind of like come back into alignment with that. And I mean, that might be a little bit like, you know, worrisome at first, or bring up some old emotions initially, or old thoughts or concerns, because you finally got to a place where you may have gotten used to not thinking that that was a potentiality, and you may be afraid to believe it's a potentiality again, to trust that intuition. So Monday, Tuesday, tell me about the events of Monday, Tuesday. Okay, yeah. So this, yeah, something does come in. King of Pentacles really brings in that pentacle. That, and that, I was thinking that, but thank you. It triggers a bit of an anxiety, and old emotions kind of come up, and you're like, oh. And this feels more like, do I believe this is happening? Do I put faith in it? Do I, definitely some mental processes that are going to happen as a result, mental and emotional processes. Yeah, something comes in. Something that, what is it? What is the, oh, shiza. The Ace of Pentacles. What is the Ace of Pentacles? So you can expect early in this week the communication, the tangible 3D gesture, or the job offer at the very beginning of the week, and it has you kind of like going, oh shit, okay, because the realization is real, or the, yeah, like I'm telling you now, but like it's like it becomes very real, and you're like, oh, okay. So, and this is definitely something that you have waited for, or you were at one point, and it does come in at like warp speed, and you're like, whoa, okay. The fucking Ten of Pentacles, yeah. This is, if it's career-wise, it's a major elevation, and you suddenly realize something you thought was not possible is possible, and it's going to happen. If it's a person, they're like dead damn serious. They're like this is as serious of an offer as they can get. Like, this would be like, I can't live without you. Will you marry me? They may or may not say that. Somebody might say that. Somebody might say that, and it's like, what the fuck? You want this. You fucking want this. You've been waiting. You've held back. You've been wanting this. It's either a job or yeah, you've been wanting this. What is, okay. Yeah. Yes, you desire this. You really do. So what happens Wednesday then? We'll also get some, I'll ask them about what they suggest you do, like if there's any guidance. What about Wednesday? You're accepting it. Oh, that is quick. Oh. She's in a state of allowance. She's willing to receive. She's taking it. Give it to me. Very feminine energy. And then a Two of Cups. And this right here, I always pointed out the fact that they both have a cup to give, but his is extended further. His is directly underneath, which means gives the impression that he's the one extending it, right? So, oh, baby. Oh, they want you to receive. And even if this is a job, it's like it's being extended to you. Look at this. You're like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. What? What? Oh, Spirit, why? What? Okay. Okay, I just saw something on the split. I don't know if y'all saw it too. There's the anxiety card. Six of Cups. The old school, somebody's coming back. We've already established, though, this is a definitely, you know, I want to say it was the timeline you were always meant to be on. It was always supposed to happen. But, you know, just like with any other kind of thing, that like destiny, you have to choose, right? And if your destiny is wrapped up with other people, or certain things that are wrapped up with other people, everybody has to choose in, opt in for it, right? And so, Queen of Swords. Yeah. Be receptive. Be open and receptive. But by all means, keep your wits about you. Stay smart in regards to this. There's nothing wrong with you. It's not even cautious, but just being discerning, right? There's nothing wrong with being discerning. And approach it like it is the new beginning that it is, that it is brand new, right? Just because we are open to and we receive something, we can approach it with a very logical mind as well, right? We don't let our emotions run away with us, or our desires and fantasies and things like that. It's okay if you're a bit more scrutinizing. Okay. Wait, we're still on Wednesday, y'all. It's your choice. Okay? You are not obligated to return to this timeline. You're not obligated to let something back in your life. You were, you know, again, we talked about having to choose your destiny, right? Wednesday. Yeah. So I just want to say that you know, if this is a person you're going to be open, it sounds like you're going to be willing to at least meet them and discuss with them and be open to them and what they have to say and what they're bringing in. There's a very discerning energy about this and seeing it for what it is. This new potential, but it's not actualized just yet. And for some, where it is a job offer. Either way, when you choose this, you inevitably are walking away from, by making this choice, something else. Okay, so on Wednesday, there's an allowance, a sense of receptivity to something. And then Thursday, Friday. Now, here's, okay. Now, Queen of Swords, when let me explain something to you. I am not promoting that you go, sure, let's, like, and then get married by Friday, okay? Like, I know that's what it looks like. But that, no. Okay? Too damn grown, too damn smart, too discerning. Okay? But I would say that for those where it's a love offer, you may choose to commit. You may choose to say, let's take it to a next level. So somebody probably somebody gonna be getting together this week with somebody. Okay. What about for those where it's not love? Spirit, what's happening Thursday and Friday? Good Lord, that looked like, let's go alone. I'm like, what? Ooh, a lot is shifting and changing. Ooh, I'm loving it. I think Thursday and Friday is about just fully stepping into it. You know, it's there's the initial, fuck, what? Seriously? On Monday, Tuesday? Wednesday is opening yourself up to it and saying, okay. And I think that's by the time where you will go, you're willing to accept something. And then immediately a shift can change. And again, there's a sense of belief in self, belief in the situation. The Strength card's here because, you know, anytime we step into or say yes to something, it is going to be all too easy for our inner beast to be like, rawr, its ugly head, right? Especially when it's causing, like just the mere acceptance of whatever this is, whether it's a love offer or a job offer or, you know, something to that effect, it automatically brings the cycle to a close and opens you up to a whole new world, right? But this is feeling happy and jovial with the circumstances. This is feeling good. This is ending the week going, this is optimistic and feeling like life is okay with you again. That life is leaning in your favor. And the King of Wands is being focused on just that. It's like, it feels as if you drop all the weight of the negative I just feel like I'm not focusing on what happened, that detour, that dark night of the soul is done. It's over with. I'm not focusing on it. I am so happy that this evolution has happened that I am focusing on nothing but that. Like, I am allowing myself to immerse in the joy of this, and because he is solely focused on that. There is no level of focus or passion that's matched to the King of Wands. Even the Knight of Wands, though it can feel very magnetic, it can be fleeting. This is, like, I think you have been without it for so long that it is, like, tear worthy is what it feels. You know, it's like there's a major release, and it's like, I'm going to fucking enjoy this. I'm going to allow myself to revel in this. I'm going to allow myself to enjoy every little morsel. I'm not going to return to those thoughts, those what ifs, the blah, 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 blahs. I'm not focusing on the past. Like, it is finally here, and I am immersing myself in that. This is all I'm concerned with from this point forward. Ooh. Wow. And it starts off almost immediately, Eight of Wands. May I ask a quick question? What is your recommendation, Spirit, to what is your guidance? What is your advice to the individuals experiencing this week, the return to this new path, the return to their destined path. Honesty. To be real with yourself about this, I think it's to feel to be integral with yourself, and to be honest with yourself about what you do and what you don't want, and to not let ego or pride be a factor in how you respond to what's happening this week, and that you stay in a state of allowance, and be transparent during this process. There's an acknowledgement of what has happened, what has occurred. But if you're honest with yourself, this should not be dictating how you move forward. And if anything, I think that maybe there's something in the past that has occurred over the last little, like 3 years is what I'm getting, that it's not necessarily opening it up for others to have, again, any type of say or interference in. It's not to, this discretion card really makes me feel like it's not so much being discreet, although I do think that there's a level of not involving other influences in this, so that you can be completely honest with yourself. But there's this level of, you've learned something over the last 3 years. And I think that the idea of allowing yourself to just enjoy this right now is, you very well may, if it's getting back with somebody or if it's getting a job, once people really find out, they may have something to say. Some people may poo-poo on something, and some people will do it just trying to be constructive, and, well, what about this? And, and it's kind of like, well, what about, and it's like, enjoy things for right now, instead in these moments. Focus on the joy. And sometimes that may require, restraint, discretion, rather than, just sharing with anybody. And that will help you to stay in that energy come Thursday and Friday. It'll help you to say yes to this, and to be in the state of allowance to this, and to be open to it, right? It helps you to stay true to yourself and your truth. Misfortune, let's see. This was mixed in with those, even though they didn't flip. I don't know how that happened. I'm going to put those over here just in case. Misfortune, danger of loss. See, some of them are flipped over and some of them are not. Upheaval, conflict, recuperation. There's honesty again. Misfortune, danger of loss. Upheaval and conflict. But after that comes rebirth, recuperation, and honesty. Illusion and change. It's different this time. You may be afraid to return to that old path because you felt so very much, betrayed because you loved it so very much, and then you ended up losing it, and you don't know if you can handle the upheaval again, or if you want to even invite that level of conflict into. I feel like it's a conflict within yourself, and we saw that with the beginning of the week. Monday, Tuesday, you're going to be grappling with, do I really want to return to this? I'm not so sure. I think it just startles a feeling inside of you. And I feel like they're saying that's an illusion, that things have changed. So I think they're like, allow yourself the time to get honest with yourself, to grapple with what has passed, what has happened. Even if this is like a job and you feel like, and it's a return to a path or a career field or a passion that you once had, and you're like, you know what, it didn't love me, and it got ripped out from underneath me, and things happened, and that happened during the pandemic. That happened, and if we're talking about the last 3 years, something may have happened during the pandemic, which is just 4 years ago, that caused you to leave a particular field or leave something, and you're like, it has not loved me much, and you now know it's not very, you look at it like it's not very stable, it's not reliable, it may be fleeting, to get too happy about this, maybe I should pick something different. So even with like the initial shock of like, you mean it's still available to me, and it's being offered to me, and somebody's, and it's kind of like, there may be that feeling of, you don't say anything at first, right? You don't want to say anything at first because it needs to be your true decision, right? And you need to come to terms with these things. But if you allow yourself to have this change, your faith will recuperate, and you'll see just how much this really is for you. This is about letting go of the final goodbye to the anger, the anguish, and the resentment of how something transpired. That is what they're suggesting. So the beginning of the week is going to be very pertinent and important to you, so that you can allow yourself to accept this and enjoy it. I hope this finds whoever it is meant for. I hope it was beneficial, and I hope that everybody has a fantastic and wonderful day.